All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live. My name's Will DeFries. Oh, did I mention? It's presented by Busy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C from Superfruit Acerola. Again, my name's Will DeFries. To my left, David Big Montana Ruff.
Yeah, we're back in town. Time to get adjusted. Hey, I've got an important announcement.
You working the door at the Dick Saloon?
Dillon, I've got a very important announcement, and I really wish you wouldn't step all over my intro because people need to know this. 261 days until the Masters.
Oh,
How many days until college football, though?
not soon enough,
I
dude.
can tell you this right now. Actually, not that many, right? 2 months? Less than that.
Less than that?
Less than that.
Hey, however long it is, can't get here soon enough.
You're telling me, brother. Hey, man, happy to be here.
Dude, it's good
Really
to have you
excited.
here. I was worried we were going to lose you to Montana.
Well, you know what? If by a stroke of good fortune I become very, very wealthy, you might.
Yeah, that's understandable.
At least during the summers.
I'm prone to trip envy. It happens. People go to dope places, and I'm at home like, man, I wish I was there. I got it big time watching your shit, Dave.
I
Big
felt
time.
bad doing this in retrospect, but I texted Will, we were texting about something else, and I was just and I'd just gotten there. I'd been there for an hour, and I was like, dude, you got to come here. It's so sick.
No, you shouldn't feel worried about that. And also, had you been in, I don't know, golf trip in Colorado or something, I might have been a little annoyed. But I've been to Montana
No, he
enough
would've
that
invited
I
us.
get it, dude. I want to share those vibes.
If he was playing golf in Colorado, he would have invited us.
Dude,
for sure.
Dave definitely would have invited us.
Yeah.
I would have invited my good friend and co-host Dillon Shivery, ladies and
With his
gentlemen.
20 handicap, he would have won.
I would have invited you guys with plenty of time to actually make plans and book the trip too.
Dillon, how's it going today? Hey, I noticed you have a significant amount of creamer in your coffee.
So
Damn, sipping on that Paula.
no, I think what happens is the lights that we hung up, they're in a different angle. It hits the cup at a different. It's all I don't know how to explain.
Are you
it,
still
but
drinking that trash creamer that
it
we have
makes
in
it
there?
look. It makes it look like it's actually.
I bought oat milk. No one's talking about my snack run last week, but maybe
Why'd
we
you
should
say
put it on
oat
the
milk?
rundown.
I went across the street and I got some new creamer.
The stuff that
The
they
good-
sold
I got the
us
good stuff.
a couple weeks ago was,
Hey, got the good stuff.
I'm going to try it.
You follow me?
Dillon bought the all-time worst creamer I've ever had.
It was an experimental purchase,
It
and we all
sucked.
agreed it was bad. Okay,
It sucked. It
It's
took
very rare that we all three are out on something like that.
It tasted like dirt.
Right. Because we know what dirt tastes like.
Go out in your backyard, pick up a little handful of dirt, drop it in your coffee, in your Bing Bong, and that's what this creamer tastes like.
You
Stir it
know,
up, too.
Colt McCoy wasn't born in Texas. He was born in New Mexico, but his daddy sprinkled a little Texas dirt under his crib.
I heard about that. Yeah,
I heard he was born in the slop.
he was. He's born in the
it.
slop. Loves the slop. Imagine being born in slop. I mean,
Everyone's
Pigs-
kind of born in
pigs
some kind
off
of
and
slop.
on.
You know what I mean?
it is kind of sloppy.
babies do come out fairly messy.
Ooh.
Yeah, with the fluids and whatnot.
Mhm. You know what they used in movies? I don't know if they still do this because I know that technology has advanced. You know what they used to use in movies to simulate the slop that baby has on him?
Don't call it slop.
It's sloppy.
Jello.
Yogurt.
That's revolting.
Yogurt.
Why is Adam
Why?
nodding? How do you know that?
Wouldn't you're telling me that it doesn't sound kind of nice to be covered in yogurt?
No. Although, don't tell my son that, because if you give him the spoon, he will just yogurt all over his face. It's just like, dude, that's sticky. It's
That dude's
gross.
loco.
For more Dad Pod,
Hey,
tune in tomorrow on Patreon, patreon.com/circling back podcast, where we'll be answering all your dad questions and maybe even talking about some other topics.
I just can't get past. So you brought out that fun fact, and then Adam's nodding like he was aware of this. How are you aware of it? Sorry, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but
It's kind of like a film school thing where it's when in commercials,
okay.
when they're doing ice cream or something like that, they use potatoes or mashed potatoes as a way to get it so that the texture doesn't change. So it's kind of like that with the yogurt and the baby.
This guy knows all the tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. TV
Also,
guy.
when they do they photograph pancakes, they'll do a little spacer between each pancake, like a little piece of cardboard. to
Yeah,
make it look
I've
like
seen
they're
the Buzz.
fluffy.
I've seen the BuzzFeed reel too, Dillon.
There it is.
Wow,
there it
man,
is.
they're really doing some good journalism. No, I'm kidding.
So they don't cut up every individual bite and then put it on camera.
Is Bay the only one who does that?
yeah.
Oh, here's the okay. So I've actually been thinking about this a lot, and I don't really know. Okay, so does she individually put syrup on each of the bites, or does she just dress the entire thing in syrup and then call it a day?
No, I think what you're doing is you're combining two conversations we had.
Okay.
I told you about the way she butters bread. She butters each bite at a time. She'll tear off a piece, butter it, eat it. Tear off a piece, butter it,
Oh,
eat
that
it.
is not efficient.
But unless I'm mistaken,
It's cleaner. It's
but
a neater way of eating.
unless I'm mistaken, isn't that the proper way to do it?
It is the
Brad?
proper way.
There you go. Yeah,
So
you're not supposed to bite into
if
the
you bite into a piece of bread that's buttered, you're gonna get butter over your lips.
Oh,
and,
you're
you know,
talking about bread. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was thinking she's doing that pancakes. And I was just thinking like that's
pancakes. She'll just cut it up into, I don't know, 15 different bites, and then she will pour syrup over the whole thing before she starts to consume.
Okay, so she doesn't individually put syrup on every bite. That would be a lot of syrup,
That'd be
and
too
I
much.
feel like you wouldn't have married her if she was consuming that much sugar that early in the morning.
No.
She's a perfect 10, but she puts syrup on.
she has
one bite
reckless
at a
sugar
time,
eating
one
habits.
bite at a time.
we were texting Brittany and I about that, and she was just like the juxtaposition between like the butter and like the sweet of the syrup.
She was saying that?
Yeah, and I was like, you get it.
Huh.
Yeah. It was really funny. Inside joke, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Did y'all not talk about that?
No,
That's weird.
it is weird. She would have the conversation with one of my good friends, but not with me.
It's cool.
You don't want her. You don't want your wife to be friends with
No, I
your
do.
friends.
I think it's great.
No, but
I think
there-
it's great.
There's
You're
something
the only
about
D-man in her life.
once everyone's married, there's no more texting people individually. When everyone gets married, then you start having to text people. So if I have a question for Alyssa, I'm probably going to do it on a text message with me, Dave, Alyssa, and Sally. Because if I'm just directly texting
That's
her,
not necessary.
no, but it's what everyone does. It's what everyone does.
Question's
Yeah,
about.
but because I know, but here's why I do that. Because I know there's a good chance she's in the room with you. So if I text her individually, which I have done normally about like a health question, a medical issue,
Will's
then
like,
I know
"Why is
she's going to
Dave
bring it up to
texting me?"
Will, and he's going to maybe
Huh.
have a take on it. So like, why not just do it to the group?
Well, yeah, I mean, the dynamic.
What could be nefarious about the text? Hey, Sally, you looked really good at dinner the other night. Like, what could it be? You know,
Well, I don't know.
it's-
Like
Hey,
me
why
and
don't you calm
Alyssa,
down,
me
buddy? I'm just
texting
saying.
Alyssa is a little different than Dave texting his little whiskey girl. If I'm being honest.
That's a
Like
good
that,
point.
that does change things a little bit.
That's fair.
You sipping on that whiskey yet?
I am in one group text. I'm in one single group text that Alyssa's in that Dave is not in.
That's bull. Oh,
It's just me, Sally, and Alyssa, and we just talk about royal family shit.
that's bull. It's bullshit. I'm not in that.
Do you want in?
Wow.
No.
We can get you in.
I don't. I would at least like
That's-
the invite, like a golf trip to Colorado.
I would have no interest in
that I
that,
can decline
in
politely.
that conversation.
Or maybe go. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's good. That's a good take.
Hold on. If you decline a trip and you
Okay.
don't want to go on the trip, does that mean you can decline the trip and go on the trip?
Man, he's not going to be happy with us.
You guys. Oh. We joke because we love.
Yeah. Hopefully he knows that.
Yeah. If I didn't love Intern Klein, I wouldn't give Intern Klein all the stick that he gets. I wouldn't take the piss out of him. That's Love Island for you.
So I bought some cold brew for the office. Speaking of my snack run that y'all were talking
think I'm
about all
drinking,
last
bitch?
week,
Chill out.
I had to alert everyone, and I felt like I was almost mansplaining, which you know me. That's when a man explains something, and I am a man. I'm almost 38, and I had to say, "Hey guys,
Oh, it's birthday week.
I didn't want to say anything. I don't want to make it about me, but yeah, it is my birthday week. Like, hey, this is concentrate, so you got to mix it with a little water or a little milk. It's just not to be consumed. You don't want to pour like 12 ounces of this because there's no telling what it'll do to your insides.
Yeah, one time I actually drank the entire bottle, and I'll tell you this, I couldn't stop concentrating.
Different.
Did it work well?
I
guess.
No. I actually had too much coffee this morning, and my brain's doing that thing where it's just firing on too many cylinders.
I'm gonna mute
You're
someone on Instagram real quick.
I
You're
got
too optimized.
Yeah, I went into my Sally ordered some new Nespresso pods, and one of them was essentially the Melozio, but turbo edition. And I tried one this morning, and it was much stronger than I was anticipating. I'm not very good with caffeine these days.
Aw.
Do you remember when
No.
Street Fighter 2,
It
they
gave me the
released Street Fighter
scaries.
2 Turbo, and it was just the same thing, but just faster? It was pretty dope, actually.
No, I don't remember. I kind of.
I always
that
like
does
Street
sound
Fighter.
familiar.
I always like Street Fighter more than Mortal Kombat. I know. I used to get shit for that, but it's facts. I think it's a better game overall. The only difference was no blood, and that's fine. I didn't need that.
Yeah, but did you play Primal Rage?
Yeah, oh
Dude,
yeah.
Primal Rage was too much blood.
Primal Rage was just phenomenal.
It was too much
I
blood.
remember that one. That was kind of sick.
Yeah, I remember my boy Keith had it. And I knew that if I was going to Keith's house, we were going to go sit in the basement and we were going to play it until his brother told us we weren't allowed to play it anymore.
It's kind of a bad boy name.
Yeah.
His
Keith,
brother sounds like a total dickhead.
Yeah, he was, but he was my boy too.
One time, a kid down the street, his older brother, he had like 5 older brothers, and one of them was in high school. He found our pogs. He found my pog binder, and he went through it, and he found I had an 8-ball pog.
That was his.
I didn't know what it was. No, he was just like, "Whose is this?" His name was Michael. He had like a mullet. He's like, "Whose 8-ball is this?" He goes, "Do you know what this means?" I was like, "No, looks like an 8-ball to me." I was like 8. He's like, "This means drugs. This is a drug reference." And he took the
total
pog.
boner.
He took the
Are
pog.
you kidding?
Dude,
I was
he,
like, bro,
he,
I
finessed,
wasn't, man.
he finessed you out of that pod, dude.
Was he finessing you, or was he like actually concerned about the implication there?
Joke's on him. I had a ball in my pocket. We did a bunch of blow that night.
Did he
Really?
We didn't sleep. We just played
Yeah,
pogs
what
all
you were
night.
just like, I'll show you an 8-ball, Michael.
Did he touch your slammers though, dog?
Dude, no. No man has ever touched my slammer.
You touch a man's slammer, it's over.
Nobody touches this. Dude, the slammer, why were the slammers so...
Those are fighting words.
They're like 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
Because you use them to slam.
But...
Didn't you used to call them your slam pieces?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was your thing that you often did.
I had many slam pieces.
I feel like 80% of the people who own pogs didn't actually play pogs. It was more of
No.
a bartering situation.
Oh, for
just
sure.
trading.
For sure. The only reason I collected Pokemon cards was so I could try to sell them to the other kids at school. And then when they got banned from being sold, I stopped caring about Pokemon cards.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Adam just nodding along like, yep.
Adam and
that's
I
all
are Adam and I are on the same wave today.
Pokemon cards are really big right now.
I know, I don't like it.
Parks loves them, and all of his friends have them too. They're going.
Sally
crazy.
bought some water bottles the other day for Fritz as he likes to drink water. And one of them had these little creatures on it that looked like they would be Pokemon adjacent. They're just general monsters is what it was called. But they look Pokemon-y. And I was like, Sally, can we not use this one for a little bit? I'm trying to really delay the Pokemon.
Man,
I just don't care.
look, I'm learning about them. You know, I'm on my Blastoise shit right now. Adam knows.
Dylan, you remember your midlife crisis was you getting the Pokemon, whatever the game on your phone was?
Mm-hmm.
That was a midlife crisis.
There was a week where Dylan was like, all right, I'm getting into this.
No, that is
You
so
def-
not true.
you definitely
it
had
became
it.
a major trend at the time, and we were working at Grand X, and we were all like learning. I was learning about what the kids were getting into, so I downloaded it. I played it for 5 minutes, and I deleted it. It's like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Can you see Dylan like getting way too into it and like going down to the green belt to go catch them all? And Dylan like falls in.
Weren't
have to go
people like
save him?
meeting up in public like unintentionally because like they would follow Pokemon to a certain spot, like a rare one?
There's
Probably.
probably some meat cutes.
Hey, there's a Charizard down at the green belt. Let's
Hey,
go check it out.
Skarsgård's down at the green belt right now.
Yeah. And so
He
it's
was
just
the
a bunch-
Charizard.
So it just turned into a dork fest down there.
All right, you
Dorks.
can't say that.
Yeah, dude, what's your problem? Your son is obsessed with these things.
Yeah, but he's 7.
You can't call him a dork.
He's not getting in the car and driving down to the park because there's a Charmander down there. You know what I mean? Because he's 7.
What is it called?
Charmander, dude.
Charmander.
Do you not know
Wow,
Charmander?
you don't know
Oh my
anything,
god,
dude.
dude. Oh, Dave exposed himself.
Dylan, do you remember that? Speaking of Pogs, do you remember that Pog video you sent me?
You never even heard of Squirtle, I bet.
That was part.
No, that was part of the video that you sent.
Yeah,
Squirtle's tight, dude.
PAWG was weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't what I was used to. But
Dude, remember when Dylan walked into the conference room one day and he like
forgot what that means.
Dude, Dylan walked
it
into the
up and
conference
read
room
it.
one day and he shut off all the lights. This is at Grand X. And he was like, dude, I have the best idea of all time. And we were like, what is it? And he was like, I think we should do a Slam of the Century contest. And he was like, we take all the TFM babes of the day and we do a Slam of the Century. And then we hire the top one. Oh, did you figure it out?
I had to look up Pog. I forgot what it meant. Now I know.
what
Can
is
you
it?
explain it to the people? Did you Urban Dictionary it?
Sure, yeah. It stands for fat ass white girl. Of course, fat spelled PH. Yeah.
Pretty hot and tempting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fat ass white girl.
Yeah, can you use it in a sentence that's on there? Maybe. Like, is there a sentence?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Man, I banged this Pog I picked up from the bar last night. Her round ass was so nice. I didn't last for more than 2 minutes before I nutted on her.
God.
Jesus, dude.
I didn't know where that was
It's
going.
Monday
I didn't know where
morning.
that was going. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
just reading
God.
verbatim.
It's
This is from
Monday
Urban-
morning,
This is
Dillon.
from Urban Dictionary. I didn't make it up.
It's early.
Sounds like it wasn't a great experience.
Dude, like, I'm still reeling from the bing bong I had this morning, and you're out here
Oh.
just being disgusting.
Jeez, man, that's repulsive.
Dude, the Scripps
Yeah,
National Spelling Bee people got to rein it in.
I don't know if I would have read that entire thing personally.
Yeah, I would have maybe holstered like the second clause.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it sounds like he did.
The second clause.
Yeah, I know how to diagram sentences. Dillon doesn't know how. Mr. Grammar over here. You can probably
No,
cut all the
Dillon and
syllables
I-
in that sentence like 2 seconds.
Dylan and I spotted a typo in an Instagram. Like immediately, we I was like, wait.
Even with the correct spelling, that a post is kind of mid.
Do you think Anne Hathaway's unattractive? Who has that take?
Yeah.
I thought you were.
Oh.
I'm the captain of that team.
Nah.
No, I like.
I fell
the
in
way
love with
she
her when I
looks.
watched that what's it called
The
show?
WeWork
The WeWork
show.
show when she was just an absolute wild card. Not sure why.
Nah, that ain't
She was
it.
really good in The Dark Knight. She's in The Dark Knight, right?
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
Dark Knight
Rises,
Rises.
dude. Everyone knows that.
Much like Gru.
Oh,
I'm sure she's a nice young lady though.
Who rose better, Gru or The Dark Knight?
Who rose better? Is that what you said? Oh, grew for sure.
there he is. Hey, you guys hear that music that I just started playing? It's time for This Weekend in Fun, presented by Chime. I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it again right now. No one likes waiting on a paycheck, especially when you got bills due. You see those bills piling up, and you're like, what am I going to do right now? But I got good news for everybody out there. Good thing there's Chime. Now you can get your paycheck up to 2 days early with direct deposit. That's up to 2 days to save, pay bills, and generally feel good about your money situation. But Chime is more than just about getting paid early. It's also an award-winning mobile app, checking account, debit card, and optional savings account. If you're not familiar with Chime, it just allows you to have a little more flexibility when it comes to your finances. And I think when it comes to our finances, all of us could use a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that on Wednesday when the bill's coming through. Like when it's February and you got a short month and it's like, oh man, this March 1st is going to smack me in the face. Just go over to our friends at Chime. What are you waiting for? Hopefully not your paycheck. Get started with Chime today. Applying for a free account takes less than 2 minutes. Get started at chime.com/steam. That's chime.com/steam. Banking service and debit card are provided by the Bancorp Bank and Stride Bank, NA, members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds may depend on the payer. Dave, we got a tweet you want to talk about.
We're gonna do This Weekend of Fun.
Oh, yeah. Why'd you put that tweet so far close after?
I don't know.
Dylan, what'd you do this weekend?
I'll get mine out of the way since people want to hear about Dave's shit. I'm sure more than mine. Pretty tame weekend for me, really.
Cool.
Played golf Saturday with Will, and had a great time, a fantastic time. Didn't play great, but I put a few holes together on the back. I felt kind of good about that. And that was pretty much it, man. Went to the lake yesterday for a bit.
Talk about your 39 on the back.
Oh, that's good, Mr. 39.
Sure, 39 on the back.
It is a
Very
par
cool.
35 on the back, so I mean, it is what it
Okay,
is.
Thank you for
Wow,
pointing that
that's
out.
yeah, that's fair.
Thank you for pointing that out to everybody. Yeah, put a 39 together on the back. I've been really good with around the greens.
Good.
Really good around the greens. I'm chipping really, really well right now.
You know what I told myself before I
Probably
round the other
saved me
day?
5 strokes the other day.
Because those greens can get pretty fluffy out there. So you know what I told myself? I'm leaving nothing short. I did leave a few short, but I think it helped me overall. I think I just got to get to the hole and give it a chance.
Yeah, sure.
You didn't complain nearly enough about the heat.
It wasn't so bad compared to the last time we played. It was probably a 5-degree difference.
It's a dry heat.
No, it was not a dry heat. It's a very wet heat. Very
It's the
humid.
best heat.
Very humid
Are
outside.
you more of a wet heat guy or dry heat?
dry? Are you kidding?
Yeah. No, I think that's the right answer. I was just curious.
Eat any gaggers this weekend or
What?
anything? Or should we just
I
move
didn't,
on to
I didn't have
Dave?
any gaggers this weekend.
Dave, how many gaggers do you eat this
Dude,
weekend?
I had a festival gagger.
How's that?
Those are the best
A
gaggers.
festy gag.
What kind of accoutrements did they have with the festival
fact-
gag?
In fact, I may have some evidence of said gagger. Or at least of me about to obtain the glizzy.
Was it loaded?
It was a loaded dog. So, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I was in Montana. I went to Whitefish. I did not fly fish. That's the first question most people have asked. Like, oh, did you fish? Like, no.
Why didn't you fish, dude? I offered you my gear.
0 people on the trip fished. So, whatever. And it was with some friends. KJ, co-host of Too Much Dip. Friends of the show, Jake and TC. Check out their pod. It's just banter. But went there. Getting there was tough. Flew into Colorado, then flew there, Kalispell, and had an amazing time. It was very cool. I'm trying to think where to even start. Whitewater rafted. After that got besmirched on this pod or one of the pods.
That was only Brett.
I know.
Well,
And
I love it.
Why did he besmirch it?
he just said he wasn't interested in doing it.
That's such a soft take.
He's a
Brett's also the person that said that when he goes on vacation, he doesn't really care about doing anything other than eating and drinking in other locations.
What up,
See,
bitch?
That was the opposite of what we did on this trip because we did not. We went out for one meal. Most of the meals were consumed either at like the festival, which is the Under Big Sky Festival, or at the house. So we did that. We floated and rafted the Flathead River. I think it was up near Glacier Park.
It's actually my favorite type of screwdriver too.
Yeah, me too. I've always been a Flathead guy.
I only float down the Phillips Head River.
Really?
Phillips Head, I feel like they just get slotted too easily. You know, I don't want to strip those things. I want to just get that flathead going and just ratchet that thing in.
Okay, fair enough. Man.
Gotta say,
Good point.
the pressure of being in the front on a raft when you're flirting with some class 3s it's a lot because you got the guide in the back who, by the way, guides are always the most fun people to talk to. Guides on trips like that because this dude, I mean, this guy's like an expert skier. He's done ski instructing. Shout out to Tim.
He's a real outdoorsman.
Super bearded up, exactly like you'd think. Montana guy.
Drives a Tacoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, or Subaru. Potential Subaru vibe.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got a
Nothing wrong.
Nalgene bottle somewhere for sure.
Facts.
But like, so he's
Camelback.
back there.
Chacos or not?
He was chalked up. Oh, he was chalked up.
Let's fucking ride.
He was back there he's shouting like the directions,
One of
which way to
us.
paddle. And
Hey,
if you
one
can't
of
hear
us.
him, you're in trouble.
Fuck yeah, Tim.
A lot of fun. Thunderstorm blew through right before we got on the water, and it was kind of raining, and it just kind of made it better because it was kind of scary because I'm very afraid of lightning, as people know. But played golf Saturday, Whitefish Golf Club, Whitefish Lake Golf Club.
Whitefish National.
Really fun course. Rented clubs for the first time ever. I was a rental guy.
What they set you up with, dog? Some PXGs?
New Cobras. Didn't really care for them. Biggest issue was the sand wedge. It just felt like it had too much of a cavity back type deal, and it just
I hate that.
I flubbed some chips and I
hate the
blamed
big
it on
chunky
that.
heads, man.
I do too.
Hate them.
See, I feel like at this point my swing thoughts are more benefited by the chunky heads. I feel like I have because you and I have those PM grind Callaway wedges that are like dinner plates. And I feel like my swing thoughts over those are like, I'm going to blade this or chunk it. And I feel like having the heavy back, I feel like there's a little cushion there.
I prefer the Callaway Jaws wedges to the PMs. You feel me, dog?
You know, the director of Jaws was actually fired because he wouldn't stop referring to never mind. That's a brunch thing. Anyway, Dave, I'm sorry.
That's true though, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I assume it is. I've never heard the brunch boys lie before.
That's true.
Go listen to brunch.
That day we also went to the festival, and I have to say, my only other festival experience has been ACL, and they are not on the same scale.
No Warped Tour?
Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so. Yeah, you're right. But as far as like access to the show and like how much of a beating is getting in and out of there, this thing blows ACL out of the water as far as like how fun it was.
Vibey.
Very vibey.
We are spoiled by ACL at this point.
We are. But ACL is just there's so many like things you got to like worry about and think like, oh, that's going to be a beating getting out of there, whatever. And the weather-wise, it's going to be hot.
Walkable from our new office. We could park here.
It is.
Too far for me.
But the lineup at this festival, less diverse. It's all pretty much alt country, Americana types. Saw Shaky Graves, Austin's own. American Aquarium. Was unfamiliar with their work, but very good. I thought they put on a good show. The highlight, though, Paul Cawthon puts on. I didn't know what to expect. He's the guy that he's classic, pops up on Spotify playlists, and I like it, but I don't ever go listen to his entire catalog. One of those. Puts on a live show. Imagine, KJ pointed out, imagine Micah with the voice of like Waylon Jennings.
Like it does have the voice of Waylon Jennings.
There you go. Imagine him fronting a country rock band and just going up
I'm
there and
into
just
it.
putting
Yeah.
on a show.
I'm into it. Say no more.
Yeah.
Sounds like Dave went to a spooky season festival between Paul Coffin and Shaky Graves.
New hat alert. Talk about
Oh
that.
fuck yeah! I actually didn't bring this up before the pod because I wanted you to reveal the new hat on the pod.
This is one of 3 new hats I acquired.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's that
I
boy.
pretty much
You
bought
got a cop.
everything in Montana is like relatively affordable. Like even like the merch. Like I was buying merch at the wrap place for Alyssa and I, and getting out of there under $90 was phenomenal. But yeah, hat's great. This is the golf club, Whitefish Lake Golf Club. Had to do it.
When do we
Great
get our
merch.
gifts, Dillon and I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you in Slack.
I'm the king of thinking that I'm going to get you guys hats from golf courses I play on vacation, and then just being like, not really feeling like doing that right now.
Dave brought those little guys back for us.
He did.
Remember?
Yeah, I keep mine actually on my bedside table, and you just haven't brought yours home yet.
Mine is on full display for the whole world to see. What do you want?
No one can
what
see it.
more
It's
do you
too
want?
far over right now.
I brought Dave some seasoning. Remember once?
You
And
did.
Well, I got you a shirt that you never wear.
I wear it.
No.
Well, I haven't worn it in the office very
Nope,
much.
You
yeah,
never.
that's
You've
facts.
never worn it.
I'm giving you guys the gift of vibes because I've like I said to some people on the trip, my entire personality going forward is just based on going to Montana once.
Mhm.
You're like
For,
instead of
for 2.5 days.
instead
correct.
of doing ayahuasca in the jungle,
Three and a
you
half.
just got
3.5.
vibey in the mountains.
Yeah, like maybe did like a small amount of something else,
Right.
alcohol.
You were microdosing beers this week.
Microdose, yes.
Did
and
you
some
burn
other-
any sticky?
No, but
Is it legal in Montana?
Yes, there's dispensaries all over
Really?
the place.
Did
I
not
did
know.
not. People on the trip definitely were. I was more of an early bird at night guy, kind of get me to bed at a reasonable time.
Call you the late bird.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What else about Montana? What can we say? It's really cool. I mean, it's one of those places where like the lake is cold. It's like in the 50s, but you get in, you warm up quick, and it's just yeah.
You see why they call it God's country, Dave?
Is that what they call it?
That's what my dad called it growing up.
Watch the Open Championship.
You heard
Follow
about this?
Once again, since the child was born, I've been unable, even on vacation, to sleep past 6:30. So I was up in time to see the people I needed to see every morning, which was great. I do need to shout out 2 things. First of all, the attire at the concert. Going to a show in Austin or anywhere I've ever been, really, you're going to wear shorts, and maybe you're going to go Chacos, maybe you're going to go like tennis shoes because you have to walk a long way. A significant amount of the dudes at this show were all rocking pearl snaps, jeans, and boots at an outdoor festival. And like it wasn't like they regretted it. They were going for the vibe.
What kind of toes they working with on those boots?
A good mix of square and round. Yeah. It was tough to get past, but
I feel like square-toed dudes in Montana are built much different than square-toed boots from
Yeah.
Texas.
I feel like they would whip my ass.
Yeah, like the Texas guys will threaten to whip your ass and then let their boys separate you. The ones up in Montana will literally just drag you into a field and kill you.
there's 3 kinds of dudes in Montana. There's old hippie guy, of course, obviously, who we don't know. He probably lived in Boulder previously, but now he's in Montana. Very cool. There's guy under 35 with edgy tattoos, probably a sleeve, also wearing a pearl snap, and has a Will DeFreeze-esque beard. Often, but like a black beard. Every dude there has a black beard.
Like the pirate, the famous pirate?
Exactly like him. Then there's the third type, and that is like your raft guide type guy, wearing like a Patagonia hat, something like that. Beard, not as aggressive, probably rocking Chacos, probably like some sort of stand-up short. It's a good look, and those are your 3 dudes in Montana. And then you got posers like me.
I kind of want that life, man.
Yeah, sounds great.
Apparently, like 2 months out of the year, it's like the best life. But the winters there are apparently pretty brutal. I didn't realize how far north it was.
It
in
gets
Montana.
quite cold up there.
Gets lonely up there, David.
Yeah.
especially when it's 3 a.m.
I want to shout out my favorite airport chicken strips. The good people at Las Vegas Chop House in Terminal 3,
Las Vegas chop.
right outside the E-gates.
Okay.
I'm just imagining flying through Vegas on a Sunday. It just sounds awful.
You know what was really awful was having about 40 minutes to make my flight
Mm-hmm.
and realizing that not only was I in another terminal, but I had to take a shuttle to said terminal. Also, I had to go back through security. Also, I got picked for a pat down because I popped on the scan. The guy asked me if I wanted to go to a private room. And I was like, dude, I'm going to miss my flight. I don't have time for that. And he did the outside of the hands pat down, like intrusive one up like my thighs and shit. He was
Hell
all
yeah.
up in
Did
my
he go
gooch.
inside your belt line?
Hell
Yes,
yeah. Let's
dude.
go.
Dude,
I've never had that happen. And I was just like,
Las Vegas,
Dude.
not super on the way to Montana, turns out.
I was
No.
when I got patted down in DC, it was the most violated I've ever felt in my entire life. I was like, what just happened to me because I was traveling with breast milk? Like I didn't think this was a big deal.
and then he like brushed my hand or did the thing,
Yeah.
I guess to see if I had either blow or bomb making materials on
Did
my
you have
hand.
blow?
I didn't have either of those things, turns out.
No blow.
Thank God I didn't bring my tannerite. No blow. I know,
That's
dude.
not like you.
No, it's not. Thanks.
What's he doing?
He's
What's he
trying to
doing
reverse
right
it.
now?
Chicken strips though at the Chop House.
What's
They're-
that dipping sauce do?
They have like a variation, like a honey mustard and then like some kind of ranch hybrid. I didn't even ask.
Oh.
But by far the best airport meal I've had in a long time. Chicken strips hit different at the airport. Put that on my tombstone. And that concludes my weekend in fun. I did in fact make my flight, by the way, because it was delayed an hour and a half.
Love to see that.
So
That's good for you though.
yeah,
Glad you're here.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't have much to add here. Dylan and I had a couple margs on the course.
Strong boys.
A little too strong, maybe. I didn't need the one at the 19th hole that I had after Dylan went home right after the round. I went and had one more marg, and my shit was rocked. I was ready to go to bed after that.
Hey, man, have fun.
I had fun. I did purchase the final night of the Dead & Company tour. I watched that entire show after I played golf with my good friend Dillon over here. And other than that, just kind of watched everyone on Love Island pick up the pieces all weekend.
Beginning in mid-September-ish, maybe, you can count on a standing tee time at Lions.
Well, Micah said that one
Weekly.
time, and then we called about Micah's, quote, standing tea time at Lions, and they had no idea what we were talking
And
about.
by standing,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's so full of shit.
I was like, Micah, can I just take your standing one that you claim to have?
I mean that I will go up there every Tuesday morning and book one. That's gonna be my home course.
Okay. Sign me
So
up.
If y'all want in, just
I will
be nice to
RSVP
me.
for one.
Okay. Very
Dylan, you've been looking like mega athletic lately.
cool. Well,
Is it because you've started dipping into your AG1 from Athletic Greens?
I don't know if you noticed, but I had some this morning sitting at my desk,
I did notice that.
as I do almost every morning.
Mhm.
it's the best part of waking up.
It is the best way to start a day. Even before I have my bing bong, I will match that Athletic Greens button
Why'd you start taking Athletic Greens?
because first of all, I don't eat enough greens in my life, like vegetables.
Why is that?
Yeah, this isn't a company called Athletic Microwave Salmon.
Anyway, like I was saying,
That would be a bad company.
it is a great way to just get your healthy stuff in you know, and your body's like, ooh,
Little jump.
thank you. After treating
Cell
me like
phone.
shit all weekend long, thank you for putting some healthy, clean stuff into me.
I had that moment this
Yeah.
morning. I felt really good about it. I popped like a vitamin C. I took the vitamin D with vitamin K drop that comes with the AG1. And then I poured up my Athletic Greens. And I was like, look at me. It's not like I wasn't in Montana just drinking for 4 days. Cool. I did feel good, though. I feel great right now.
With one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. Are you kidding me? If that doesn't start your day right, I'm not really sure what will. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health. We all need a little bit of gut help with our gut health.
I absolutely agree.
It also helps your nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, aging, everything. This stuff is proven to work. It's lifestyle friendly, so whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free, you don't really have to worry about it. This aids in better sleep quality, better recovery, better mental clarity and alertness. As new fathers, Dave, we need more of this. I've been dragging.
I got Alyssa on it now too. My wife.
Sally's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
She's also, I mean, she gets it through the mail-in podcast.
I've actually been texting them one-on-one about it.
Wow. Very interesting.
Wow.
We'll talk. We'll breach that topic later, my friend. But yeah, this is a small micro
One-on-one.
habit with big benefits. It's the one thing you can do every single day to take control of yourself. And your subscription comes with a year's supply of vitamin D, which is so important to add in these times. Just go make it happen. It costs you less than $3 a day, and you're investing in your health, and it's cheaper than the cold brew habit. Sorry to slight cold brew there, but they're right, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's also cheaper than getting all the different supplements yourself. So now you're investing in an all-in-one nutritional insurance. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs of your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/circling. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/circling to take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. It always feels good to do an ad read for a company that you actually like stand behind, like as much as they want you to, you know?
I would have to agree, Will.
Sally just stands this stuff constantly. And I get the pleasure. I always clean out her container for her and put it in the dishwasher. She has not learned how to do that yet.
Come on, Sal.
Hey, come on.
but
You're
I
gonna
ca-
have to have a talk with her, Dillon.
Yeah.
I'll text
Will you
her
text her about it?
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. What this David man do?
Like I said, I was in Montana. Oh, we're talking We're talking David Crosby.
Of Crosby, Stills,
and
Nash. And Nash and Young, even.
Formerly, yeah. So David Crosby, older folk rock guy. You may be familiar with his work, Dillon. You would probably hate his work. He's, I guess, somewhat active on Twitter. What?
I was just laughing.
It's
Like,
facts.
Dylan didn't even like dispute that.
No, he knows. He gets it.
I know their music. I'm not a huge fan.
Okay. Well, he had a fan, and we've got it pulled up here. Can you? I'd love. Can you zoom in on that tweet so I can read it? I don't have it pulled up, Adam. He had a nice fan who painted a photo of him, painted a picture, and
Hi,
it's
David Crosby. If you, I can. Read
yes.
it.
Read it for me. I'm sorry.
Hi, David Crosby.
I'm Dylan. I have 2010 vision.
Hope you are keeping well. Did a picture of you. ... Thanks for the music.
It's a very
Nice enough.
We were looking at this earlier. We think it's a cool.
I like
painting.
it. I think it's
if
cool.
somebody did that of us, I think we would be very happy with it.
So he tagged David Crosby in the tweet, so of course it got his attention, and he responded, and quote tweeted it for
Do you
all
think he
to
responded
see.
positively, Will?
Quote tweeted it for all
No,
to see.
no.
That is the weirdest painting of me I have ever seen. Don't quit your day job.
Just getting carried away with the ellipsis.
A lot
there.
of punctuation
ellipses.
mistakes, but it's Twitter, so we'll let it slide. That is the weirdest picture of me or painting of me. Don't quit your day job. And I just didn't think he needed to put the fan who took the time to paint him in a body bag.
If I took this much time to paint somebody that had changed my life with their music and they told me to not quit my day job and that was the weirdest thing they've ever seen of themselves.
Soul crushing.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, man, you just ruined about 35, 40 years of me enjoying your music. Maybe even more.
Just don't respond.
Just toss that thing a
Hit it-
favorite
yeah.
and move on, my guy.
Give it the like.
Don't embarrass this poor soul.
Yeah, but dude, not every podcast or, band has someone like, Krim, who just like knocks it out of the park every time.
That's facts.
That's big facts.
Yeah.
I don't even think this is that bad. If you showed me this and you were like, who is that? I'd be like,
No.
that's David Crosby
It's kind of cool.
of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Like maybe you're not gonna, get it printed and hit up Framebridge and put it on your wall, David Crosby. But you don't have to body bag this person so publicly like this. And he didn't even respond to it. Could have been a reply to the tweet. No, quote tweeted it. Wanted all of his. I don't know how many followers he has. Probably a lot.
Something about our podcast is that we have a very dedicated following and we appreciate that. One thing we don't do enough, and we need to dunk on some of the listeners more
Should we?
often. Yeah, I think we should dunk more.
Okay.
Don't break your leg doing it though. It's a throwback.
Right.
Are we gonna make that shirt? Wash Athletic Club.
So I had him correct. the
Photoshop
typo.
doesn't have any spell check software,
I
my
know.
people.
No,
you
he
guys need to
knows.
understand
Ricky
this.
knows.
I had him correct
part
the
of the-
typo.
that's
and
part of the
he
allure.
Sent me the graphic, and we're gonna put it up for on demand, I believe.
But I want it to be the typo. The typo is
Can women wear it too, or is it only on demand?
I'm so
No,
tired.
I don't think the crowd liked that one.
I'm so tired.
You guys are pumping in applause, aren't you?
No, it's been harder
There's an
since
audience sitting right here.
yeah,
David.
since we got our new door, it's harder to get the audience into the room, but we do have a new door in the studio, which is big for everybody.
Is it quiet when you open and shut it? Like, will it be distracting when I inevitably in the next 6 minutes have to pee?
No,
do
you
it
can't go pee,
gingerly.
dog. Crawl under the space between the door and
That's not.
what?
so
Go
I
full
would-
Catherine Zeta, dude.
No, she was nice.
Ooh.
No, she was at AKO.
That was sexy.
Dude, I feel like entrapment. We should do that for the stream room sometime.
You just want to get to that scene because you're horny.
I don't know. I just, to be
You are
honest,
horny.
when my parents got our first DVD player, and Entrapment was one of the first DVDs that we got, I will admit that I was at a horny stage of my life. I was going through puberty, and I will admit that I would fast forward to the Catherine Zeta-Jones scene. But looking back on it, I think I wronged the rest of Entrapment because I think it's probably a really entertaining movie.
Speaking of looking back on it. Oh, we watched Jules' 1999 Woodstock set one night, and she plays a version of "Who Will Save Your Soul."
Dude,
First of all, she looked
Who will
phenomenal.
save
God
your
damn it.
soul?
I wasn't jealous of your trip until you just laid down the information that you were watching 99 Woodstock sets with the boys.
I need you guys to both watch her just that song because
Save your soul.
I'll mute him. Dave.
it goes on. She does the song that's like 11 minutes long. She drags it out.
Did she have?
She does a lot of improv. On
She
it.
took her 30-minute set and just did 11.
I swear to
Who
God,
Will
dude.
Save
Did
Your
Jessica
Soul.
Simpson hop on the mic too?
No, they didn't bring out Jessica Simpson. Was she even? She was still like a Christian singer in '99. You know, it's just she got her start.
Well, her first song was "I Want to Love You Forever."
And
That's
she
the
got
first
the
one that
heavies.
took off on TRL.
The heavies changed everything.
I wasn't going to mention the Happies, but yes.
Well, they had to.
Yes.
I'm retiring using the word heavies in public. It's not been going well for me lately.
Why?
You can't,
Oh.
you can't say it to
Can't-
family members.
Some people don't know what
Okay.
heavies are, and so like no, we actually got a question. We didn't play this the other day on listener voicemails, but it was somebody talking about getting too comfortable with like slang and how you forget certain things. And like, I mean, it's like sometimes I think about Adam every time I say it do be like that sometimes.
Well, he does say
Uh-huh.
that.
He
And
sure
but like
does.
there's just certain things, especially through this podcast that we started saying, and he's like, "Do you guys ever just let that stuff fly?"
Sometimes I'll be talking to Brittany and I'll just say something that feels normal to me, and she'll look at me and she'll say, "You're not doing a podcast right now." Okay,
Yeah,
fair
it's
enough.
like it's like hold on, we have a reservation at 7:30 at this place, and we have one at 8:30, but that place is kind of mid.
yeah,
It's like no, don't say that around my friends.
yeah. Please, you're a
I've-
grown man.
Got some breaking news.
Break us boys off.
David Faraday leaving NBC to be an analyst for Live Golf.
No, is he really?
Yeah.
Coward.
What? Hate it.
That's a weird move.
Get the bag, Faraday.
That's a weird move. Why'd they cancel Faraday on Golf Channel?
Because he's getting that Saudi money.
That show wasn't.
It was an entertaining
It was-
look at a lot of different golfers,
It gave us
David.
the Brooks moment. It let everybody know that Brooks
I liked
does not
Faraday.
eat steak in the States. If you've ever had it, the Chateaubriand, Dillon,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't. You've never
I
been to
haven't.
Chop House in the Vegas airport.
No, I haven't.
Ooh, speaking of Vegas, our good friends got married there this weekend.
Ooh.
Bennifer. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, otherwise known as J-Lo. Do you think that they had a little, I don't know.
Consummation? Yeah, I think they did.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I think they probably had, considering they've been together, or they've, had a history that's 20 years deep, I'm going to assume that they've consummated things,
When they were
before that.
together previously, were they married or just a couple?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't think they ever got married.
You could tell me that
But I
you
don't
could tell
know.
me that celebrity couples
Okay.
never actually get legally married and that they just do it for the fame, and then when they get divorced, they just break up and don't have to worry about anything.
That's
and
smart.
I would believe that. But yeah, they eloped to Las Vegas where they spent their time with 4 other couples who are also getting married.
Oh,
And yeah, he wore a white tuxedo.
sick, dude.
Um,
This guy does blow.
do you think they
I
had
feel like
a
you're more likely to do coke if you wear a white tuxedo to your wedding.
fair?
Percentages
color-
go up.
You wore a black tuxedo. Is that to throw everyone off the scent?
Yeah, but
Well,
it
I've
was-
actually never done cocaine. That's a fact about me that you might enjoy. Not once ever. Sticky weed?
so they saved some money on this.
Cocaine? No.
They saved some money on this, so I guess it's true. Her love didn't cost a thing. Come on, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Thanks, I'll be back. You guys hang tight.
So I heard they went to a casino afterwards to have some drinks, maybe a little reception action.
Was it O'Shea's?
Dude, and no, they actually went to the Cosmo, and apparently they had this bartender that would not shut the fuck up.
Really?
Yeah.
What were they talking
Yeah.
about?
I went to the theaters one time, saw Gigli. A lot of people didn't like this movie.
Couple walk in, right? Good looking couple. Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Lopez.
Who was she? Wait, like the Jennifer Lopez?
Jenny from the block. Yep, same one.
Was she with anybody?
Yeah. Ben Affleck. Sit right here, right where you're sitting.
Like in
You see where I'm
the
going with
seats
this?
that we're in right now.
He puts $100 on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. See?
Mm-hmm.
2 martinis. Let's me keep the change.
That's a big baller
You
move.
see how I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm. What did you use that? That's a lot of money for a tip. Did you do anything with that?
Went to the Bellagio.
Really?
Yeah. Played 2 hands. Blackjack. See how I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Lost them both.
So you have no money left from the C note that Ben Affleck put down in front of you.
Hey, nice guy. Nice guy.
Really? What's your favorite Ben Affleck movie?
Why can't I not think of any right now?
This guy puts out big Argo vibes. He
Argo.
loved Argo.
He does love Argo, yeah.
Yeah.
Argo's decent.
Yeah, Argo was good.
It was a good movie.
I honestly feel like Argo, like it got a lot of credit when it first came out. No one talks about it anymore. Dave, what's your favorite Ben Affleck movie? The Cosmo Bartender's favorite Ben Affleck movie is Argo.
Ooh, it might be Argo. Or
What about Gone Girl?
I didn't like Gone Girl.
I mean,
what was
Good Will
the,
Hunting deserves a nod if you're going to talk about his Mount Rushmore of Ben Affleck movies.
The Town? Dave, you see
The
this
Town.
one?
That I like The Town.
Blake Lively?
Oh yeah.
See how I'm going?
Her looks are deadly though. Hit the button. Come on.
See, he goes lively, deadly. See how I'm going?
I mean, he's got a deep catalog, man. Armageddon.
Not good. Not even like funny good. Just bad.
I haven't seen Armageddon in years.
Oh, it's fine.
The Accountant was dope. I don't want
I
to.
did enjoy that.
I don't want to say that it's like one of his best movies because I think that there are whatever. But The Accountant was a cinematic adventure. If
Don't
I've
know
ever
if I
seen
saw
one.
that.
Oh, dude, Triple Frontier.
Sally took an early bird for the first time ever when we saw The Accountant for the first time, and she was feeling it. And the second the movie ended, she looked at me and she goes, "Can we start it again?"
Oh my God.
I think she just wanted to see a movie where she actually knew what was going to happen right before or right after she asked the question. Oh my God, what's going to happen? The boiler room?
Are they gonna do like a party for family and friends?
Who knows, man? I
Was
feel
there
like
any notable people in attendance? Matt Damon.
sounds like I don't know.
Was this
Like-
one of those Elvis wedding chapels where Elvis marries you?
Sorry, my
Hey,
Elvis went,
no,
my Elvis
no.
went French.
No, it's actually Elvis Andrews.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
Somehow that's the best you've done.
That's my Elvis.
You don't have to.
I was gonna see the Elvis movie until one of the brunch guys shit on it, and I was like, oh, never mind. I trust them.
I kind of want to see it. I love Elvis.
Which brunch guy shit on it?
I don't remember which one.
I saw some people loving it on the TV.
Yeah, I did too. The first review that I saw of it was a negative review from Brunch, and then after that, I've seen a lot of positive
I
reviews.
think Kelly Keegs may have done like a little post-movie little review.
Okay.
Liked it,
Okay.
I believe.
The only cinematic representation of Elvis that I will ever care about or ever use to reference Elvis is Forrest Gump because it's young Elvis, and I'm sure like in reality that's not really what happened. He didn't just happen to stay with Forrest and his mom, but I think that was good. I think that's all I really
that
need.
was historically accurate, actually.
It was.
Did you know that Forrest Gump actually
legs.
played for a pretty small, up-and-coming underdog school in that movie?
Crimson Tide.
Yeah, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Look out! They're coming. Actually, I don't know if you guys know this. They're coming to Austin this year to play the Texas Longhorns.
Are you
Y'all need to go to that.
bullish or bearish on the Tide this year?
He doesn't know the
Never
difference.
know which one's which.
Are you?
left,
Do you
right
think
for
they're
him.
going to do well this year or poor this year?
I'm going to say my over-under for their wins, and I'm going to say they're going to hit the over. My personal over-under for their wins is going to be at 9.5. And I'm going to say they're going to go
That's a good
over
season.
that.
Wow, so you
Yeah.
think they're going to win 10 or more games?
I think they're going to, yeah. A lot of people
Hey.
don't have them doing that.
You heard it here first, folks.
A lot of people don't have Bama going the dis.
Will DeFreeze.
I
Oh, we're
do.
talking Bama?
We're talking Bama, baby.
Crimson Tide.
Yeah, the over-under
Oh.
for I think I saw that the over-under for wins for Texas was at 9, and I'm hammering that under.
Yeah,
I
If Texas wins 8 games this year, big dub.
they will win 8 games.
I hope so. They got everything.
Although they're Their first like 4 or 5 games are very difficult.
Winning. They're gonna lose to Alabama by 30, but don't panic. Don't panic.
Don't they
Texas
have, like-
fans. It's supposed to happen.
Who are
Not
their
supposed
next?
to.
It's supposed to
Who
happen.
are their next few opponents? They've got like legitimately tough teams.
Don't they have? I don't know. I forgot. Will's gonna look it up. And let
I
us
don't like
know.
that you don't know this. They got UTSA. That's not
They
guaranteed.
followed up UTSA the next weekend. Then they go to they have Tech at home.
Joey McGuire's talking that shit. I don't know if
But
you
dude,
heard that.
they're going through a tough little spell here. They go
Texas offense should be very good. Texas defense should be very bad.
okay. They're gonna win against Louisiana Monroe. They're gonna
that
get
might be a
smoked by
closer game than
Bama.
people think.
By 30.
UTSA is gonna play them close, but Texas is gonna win that one. Then they're gonna lose 3 in a row.
No, they're not.
Tech at West Virginia, Oklahoma. They're gonna lose 4 in a row at Iowa State.
They're not gonna lose to Tech.
Man, it's, I
Texas
hope.
doubled them up. Texas doubled them up last year
They did.
with the 5-7 team. Just saying.
I don't know, man. Our tech friends are pretty hype on
Mark
this.
the
Texas-
calendar. On the Ides of October,
Texas will
Texas
put
is
points
going to
up.
travel to Iowa State, and they're gonna run into a cyclone.
No, they might lose to Iowa State.
I don't like watching teams play at Iowa State. It's always going to be a tough one.
I think they beat Oklahoma this year.
Traditionally, Baylor's done well there.
Well, Texas visits Baylor on the last game of the season.
Their last
8
Big
wins.
12 game.
8 wins. I'll take it right now.
Are they going to beat Kansas this year at home?
Yes,
Wow. Yeah, that's a question you have to ask.
I know. Unfortunately, you do have to ask it.
Do we have any takes on Zuckerberg wake surfing?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's low key sick with it. That's my take.
I don't like that he looks better on a wake surfboard than all 3 of us did. Like you're the closest one to him in terms of skill. I don't like to live in a world where he's this good at this, but at the same time, he also has billions of dollars that he can just do nothing with and
He
then just
probably
go
has-
wake surfing all
He's
day.
got time.
Is that the coolest he will ever look? And he still looks like an absolute fucking nerd.
He looked pretty sick surfing with his face painted white.
It's cool that it took him about 45 seconds into the video to throw the rope in.
Yeah.
You got to throw the rope sooner.
You got to flex sooner in the video.
What are you looking at,
I was
Dave?
trying to find the video.
Didn't you say that you hope he runs for president this year or next election?
Yeah.
Zuck?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you big into the metaverse? Don't you spend a lot of time in there?
No, you're confusing that with the blockchain.
Oh.
So, let's just say that the metaverse just absolutely takes off.
I think we got a better chance of the multiverse, Adam. You
So
know,
the metaverse
you get
takes
it?
off. Dillon, all your high school boys, they get obsessed with the metaverse. They're in. Okay, they're doing it constantly.
Not
I'd rather
gonna
I'd
happen.
rather go to the Fediverse and it's just Greek foods.
But then Dave and I, we get super into it, and you're just alone out here. Are you
What?
like? Would you take the trip to the metaverse, or would you just call it a day and just like live alone?
I don't fully know what it is, but no, I'm
Answer
against
the
it. I'm
question.
against anything.
Don't they say that like all meetings are going to take
Zuck-related,
place
minus
within the
engineering.
metaverse in the next like 5 or 10 years?
we should buy an office in the metaverse. We need the real estate.
It's true. I just don't want to be a part of the metaverse at this point.
No, it's some dork shit. I'm not into it.
It's a slippery slope.
That dude really bothers me.
Zuckerberg?
I cannot stand Zuck.
Yeah, he's got a lot of blood on his hands, Dillon.
I feel like there's a sneeze that just wants to come out so badly, but it's just lodged like right here.
I'd rather watch the Gretaverse. And it's just
You still-
it's just
you still
Greta
watch
Van
you.
Sustren's just talk show, just all day.
That's Greta Thunberg talking about how
Greta.
she quit school to save the environment.
That's right.
How's that going for
Be
you,
a lot
Greta?
better.
Maybe you should go back to school.
Will you
It's
mute
very
a player
hot.
for like 5 seconds?
Oh no, I kept him muted this entire time.
Only 5.
How are we going to get him on? How are we going to unmute him?
It's Seinfeld running the board.
Thank you.
Yeah. Real talk, Greta Thunberg should go back to school, right? Like, our environment's fucked.
I feel like we should not just rely on one person.
If Fritz told me, like, hey, Dad, I'm going to drop out of elementary school and I'm going to go around the world and I'm going to speak on this stuff, I'd be like, dude, I just don't know how much of a dent you're going to make, my guy. I love you.
She get in the bag though?
Who do you think she's getting the bag from? She getting that Soros bag?
Soros.
Makes you wonder.
Bilderberg.
Dave, I can confirm that Angels and Demons, the perfectly named Victoria's Secret documentary, has now launched on Hulu.
Oh.
Much
This is
much
the
Epstein
Wexner.
to be dug through.
I will give it a watch.
A lot of people were talking about less Wexner, but after this documentary, I think people are going to be talking about more.
Oh, really? I feel like he
Jesus.
isn't painted kindly in this.
Oh my God.
What?
His joke. I'm just tired.
They don't all have to be home runs.
Yeah, that was a single that got through the middle infielders.
Just seeing guys.
He moved the runners. That's all that matters.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that ground ball had some eyes on him because he got into the outfield and I scooted right up to first base.
What are y'all trying to do for lunch?
Dude, I got a meeting.
What's up with Tristan Thompson?
He horny.
What's
He's
your meeting?
diabolically horny.
Yeah, he can't stop. I mean, like at some point, it's like.
At some point, like you gotta stop.
But
cheating.
like okay, so this kid, the current kid's from a surrogate, right? And he inseminated
they're
the surrogate
they're pregnant.
before she busted him again.
She busted.
I don't know.
Who busted though? He busted.
I mean,
Yeah,
clearly
he was the
yeah.
one busting, right?
Yeah, but
Hey, hit the button. Thank you.
I don't know. I need to check Dumas for more tea.
Mm-hmm.
I need all the tea on this. I feel
But
bad
yeah,
for
he's just-
Chloe. Chloe just has to be so embarrassed at this point.
I'm kind of bummed out with the rest of the family. I haven't been watching the Hulu series, The Kardashians, but I feel like her sisters need to sit her down and say, hey, Chloe,
Enough's enough.
you got to get rid of this scrub.
He can't stop.
Has Chloe never listened to No Scrubs?
That's a question we need to ask.
No, I bet she has. It was a pretty popular
No
song.
scrub. A scrub is a guy.
It's
Can't
just
get no love from me.
she needs to start listening.
Yeah.
She needs to stop
That's it.
listening to it and start listening to it.
Oh, that's some deep shit. We just knuckled up.
Speaking of listening,
Creep
to
was
things,
one of the hottest videos when I was a kid.
Is that the red one?
And I creep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or no, that was Red Light Special. Also hot. I didn't mean to take this down a
Forgot the
horny
next-
road.
If I remember the next line, I would be singing it.
It's okay. TLC's.
It's a good. Creep is my favorite TLC song. I'll just say it.
If you don't like TLC,
R.I.P. Left Eye,
respectfully
man.
unsubscribe.
That's right. She burned down Andre Rison's house famously.
did. I was kind of sick though.
I mean,
He wasn't inside it,
no.
but she burned the house down.
Lost a lot. Probably got that money on insurance though.
I heard that your last stand-up set, you also burned the house down. Is that true?
No, nobody showed up.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, it's just good to get those reps in though.
Sure.
You got to go to all the open mics, man, and just there's a gig, it doesn't matter if it's not paying, just take it, man. Just got to get those reps on
I hear
stage.
you. I hear you.
You
man.
understand?
Grind boy shit.
Anyway, I'll be at the Granbury Improv 2 weeks from today for
It's a nice
2
little
nights.
town. Nice
Yeah.
little town.
Two nights.
The lake
It's a
is
big.
pretty neat.
It's a lot of
I'm
responsibility.
opening for Carrot Top.
You have enough material to stretch out over 2 nights?
No,
Oh,
I'm gonna be running back the set,
that's fine.
and no phones because I don't want you guys recording my set and put it online because I want it to be a surprise when people see it.
Understandable.
So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Hey, for anyone out there, times are unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. And that's why you need to start thinking about life insurance. In an unpredictable economy, life insurance can offer peace of mind that anyone who relies on you financially, whether it be a child, a parent, or even a business partner, talking about you, Dillon, will have financial cushion if something happens to you. Why get covered now? It's a question you should be asking yourself. Life insurance typically gets more expensive as you age, so it's smart to get a policy sooner rather than later. And if you're worried about price, by making it easy to compare your options from top companies, Policy Genius can help you make sure you're not paying a cent more than you have to for your coverage that you need. And if you already have coverage through work, I got good news for you. Having life insurance through your job may not be enough. Most people need up to 10 times more life coverage to properly provide for their families. If you guys aren't familiar with Policy Genius, let me learn you up a little bit. Policy Genius is an insurance comparison website that makes it easy to compare quotes from top companies like AIG and Prudential into one place to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. Just head to policygenius.com to get personalized quotes in minutes and find the right policy for your needs. The licensed agents at Policy Genius work for you and not with the insurance companies. That should be music to your ears. You got to be careful with those insurance companies. They'll get you. They're on hand through the entire process to help you understand your options so you can make decisions with confidence. No extra fees. Your info, it stays private. And guess what? They got thousands of 5-star reviews across Google and Trustpilot. They even have options that have coverage that you can get in as little as a week so you can avoid unnecessary medical exams. Think about that. Sounds pretty nice. Yeah. Head over to policygenius.com to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save.
Seriously, y'all, life can be simply unpredictable.
That's the guy. Dave, while you were out,
sing.
Dave, you were in Montana doing Montana things.
I was.
I brought something up in the office on Friday, and I was met with a lot of confusion from one Dillon Shivery over here.
Hey, this is about to get real good, Dave.
I asked Dillon, and this might sound like a weird question. I asked Dillon what he sleeps in. Dillon, what do you sleep in?
I sleep in boxer briefs every night.
Dave, do you mind? I know you don't talk about your sleeping habits publicly.
Fresh pair every night, I should say.
Okay. Dave, what do you have something that you normally sleep in?
Wait, can I confirm? Fresh pair meaning the ones you wore throughout the day, you change into some new ones before bed?
I'm an evening showerer.
Okay.
So I take a shower, I put some fresh drawers on, and get in bed.
Yeah, man.
That's all
I don't know
sleep
where
in.
this is going.
No
but
shirt,
I'll,
no
I'll be
socks.
transparent. I will try to sleep in old school boxer shorts, but sometimes I end up just sleeping in my boxer briefs. But for the most part, it's boxer shorts just because I just like the
Hey, ask
freedom.
Ask Will what he sleeps in when he goes to sleep.
You're not sleeping nude, are you?
No, I don't sleep nude.
Oh.
I don't like being naked in general. I would
No.
prefer, even if I was alone at my house with no one around and I could be free, I would never choose to be naked. I always like to have something on. I sleep, and I don't think this is weird. I don't think this is that weird, at least. I
Okay.
sleep in the same pair of boxers every night. So
He's got sleeping boxers.
I have my sleeping boxers.
the same pair.
They're once. So I actually have two pairs of sleeping boxers. One pair of sleeping boxers is my mix-in when the other ones are being washed. So I wear them about 2 nights a week. 5 nights a week, I have my trademark, these are what I sleep in boxers.
He also said he washes them about once every 4 days.
I understand the hesitations here. I get where you're coming from. Can I explain myself a little bit? I also shower in the evenings with my son. So the dirtiest that I can possibly be in these boxers is when I wake up in the morning after sleeping in them all night. I still don't think that they're dirty enough for me to have to go wash every single time I do them. I'm not walking around in them.
I guess it just depends on what your dreams are looking like.
Yeah, it's facts.
If you have a wet dream, I would recommend washing those boxers.
Will DeFreeze noted never having a wet dream person.
Really?
Yeah, kind of a bummer, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Would kind of like to know what one felt like.
I have about 5 to my name over the course of my 38
Dude,
years.
I'm batting 0.
Yeah, it's been over a decade though since
That's
I've
a
had
big
one.
missed opportunity for you.
But I thought a lot of people had specific clothes that they slept in more often than I'm now realizing that they do. Like, do you not have
Clothes, sure.
Do you not have one pair of boxers that you'd rather sleep in than other pairs? And what if so? Why don't you just sleep in those every night?
I have about 15 pairs of boxer briefs that I wear day-to-day basis, and I'm not selective on which ones I sleep in because they're all about the same comfort-wise for me.
I went on the website that I bought my boxers from recently so I could go re-up because you guys made me feel guilty on Friday. They're not even in production anymore. I can't get them anywhere. So what am I supposed to do? Transition to some other boxers? These Patagonia boxers fit me absolutely perfect. I got them from manoutfitters.com.
This is an ad read. I knew
I
it.
swear it's not. They fit me perfectly. Like, and they're all I want to sleep in. And now I'm at a crisis of like, okay, should I keep on putting the weight on that I'm putting on after having a kid? Like, I'm going to stretch out the.
At some point, those are going to become unwearable. You know that.
Dude,
You're going to wear them out. They're going to have holes in them.
I thought you were a stand-up guy.
what, paddleboarding?
Stand-up shorts.
No, I mean, I could do stand-up shorts.
That used to be your thing.
Oh, baggies?
baggies.
Yeah, baggies. Yeah, but I don't sleep in baggies. They're too constricting on the crotchal area.
Crotchal area.
Yeah, that's what men in STEM call it.
I think you need to find a new underwear,
Are you?
and maybe buy more than one pair.
Do you think it's weird because I don't wash them enough?
Yeah.
Do you not? Okay. Do you really think that just sleeping in the same pair of boxers after showering, you?
Okay, I understand that you're
I
clean when you put them on, but you get like a little sweaty in your sleep, and you got just natural oils. Like they get dirty. They get dirty.
Yeah, but they're not getting dirty in the sense that like I'm going
Right.
like two style.
You're not
Well,
playing golf in them. I understand that.
What if a little pee squirts out?
You know that do be happening sometimes, especially as we get older.
Pee squirts out?
Well,
Just
sometimes
random?
you have a little dribble.
I'm-
You have one of those dreams, and you're
No.
What? Oh no, I don't actually. I only dribble after I go to the bathroom. Like
Okay.
if like
Oh,
pitch black and I go
that
sit
too.
down on the
I thought
toilet
you
and then I
meant like
stand
you're
up.
sleeping in the little pee square.
That guy is kind of what I meant. But
I
that's
get a
fine.
little nervous. I always get nervous once I realize in my dream that I have to pee. That means that I need to get the fuck out of bed.
Yeah.
It's good that you are aware,
That's your body letting you know. Hey, player. It's pee-pee time.
man. It's more efficient, and you're probably saving on laundry since you're reusing.
I don't think that's the goal here.
I take them off in the morning and I fold them into a nice little square and I put them on my bedside table.
Do you really?
I do.
That's weird.
I do.
You should know.
That's
There's no
weird.
need to be in public view.
Well, I started leaving them like where I'd shower and I'd hang them up right there. But then we had babysitters coming over and Sally's like, well, you can't just have your underwear hanging from this hook in our bathroom. Like
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't
babysitters
don't
are
hang
gonna
your
see this.
underwear.
Hang brain, not underwear.
Dillon just checked his watch, so I guess it's time to go.
Yeah,
I got a
no,
text
he got
from
he got a
KJ.
T-bomb.
I got a text.
I got a text.
Read it.
He's asking what time we're recording. too
ETA
much
for
now?
today. Dave said 1:30, 1:45. KJ thumbs up.
That looks like a direct. It says, hey, you're off of too much dip. I just heard Will's Bama takes for the season. He's in.
That's not what it says at all.
Dude.
Anyway, it's a little bit weird, man.
Hey, if you're a fellow, I only have, one pair and then a mix-in pair, boxer boy, just let me know. I need to get a crew of people out here that all have the same mentality when it comes to sleeping. Like old people, they would always sleep in their like same schmucks every night.
Schmucks.
Remember the old people when they'd all wear those? Like Christmas Carol?
I bet most people who don't shower at night are just sleeping in the underwear they wore during the day.
Ooh, not me.
Not women necessarily.
That's
'cause-
gross.
Not your boy.
But a lot of people do that, I bet.
Even if I I have to change clothes when I get home from work.
Yeah.
Put in my comfies.
5 o'clock is my threshold. If I shower before 5 o'clock, I have to shower again before bed. You know? It's about my threshold.
Wait, say that again?
If I shower before 5 o'clock p.m. for the day,
Uh-huh.
I'm taking another shower before I get in bed.
Why?
Because
That's like 4 hours later.
it's gross out here in the streets, man. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm posted up on the couch and like I'm not moving and AC's blowing on me, yeah, I won't take another shower. I'm still clean.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
In this
I'm a
climate.
clean boy.
People
I
in
don't
Europe
have-
don't shower nearly as
No
much.
stinky draws.
Okay. We'll see about that. It's not what I heard.
From who?
One of your playing partners.
Hmm.
I'm kidding. I didn't hear that.
Let's get the hell out of here. To all my boxer boys out there, we ride tonight around 10 o'clock.
That's what time you make the switch?
Yep. I'll be tweeting out my boxers.
You just
Very cool, man.
press a button and you get the Michael Buffer.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
Let's get ready to side sleep.
He did
All
it,
right.
folks.
Yeah, let's get out of
Bye.
here.